In 1988, Canadian sprinter Ben Johnson was on his way to the Olympics in Seoul to compete in the men's 100-meter dash event. Canadians had extremely high hopes for their sprinter as he made his way to the finals. He had the top qualifying time, which gave him lane 4 in the finals, and then the race began, and he was clearly feeling it, having a great start and was in first place the entire race. He beat the world record by 0.04 hundredth of a second at 9.79 seconds. He had won the gold for Canada for the first time in this event ever. Yet, a day later, it was taken back because they found out he was using the steroids stanozolol and oxycodone. This having his gold medal taken back, and his world record removed from the record books. He had crushed the hearts of many Canadians after this, and Canada wouldn't recover until 8 years later when Donovan Bailey finally won the gold for the first time as an event.
They're taking the great advantage that he has away from him. Let's see his reaction now. Can't break.
And it's a fair start. And it is Raymond Kerr with a start. It is Ben Johnson with a start. Can Kerr catch him? No! It's Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson does it again. Unbelievable! 9-7-9!
Ben.
Quiet.
Now Ben will answer any questions you have.
Ben, how does it feel to go from hero to zero in a matter of days?
Brings great sorrow to my heart to let down my country in a way as great as this. I feel like I let down myself even more than my country, though, by making a silly mistake that cost me everything I had. I don't know how I will, or if I will ever gain the trust of my country ever again, or will I just be viewed as a villain for the rest of my life?
Do you regret doping, or do you regret that you got caught doping?
What kind of question is this? Next.
How did it feel crossing the finish line in 9.79 seconds to break the world record to how you feel at this moment right now?
Breaking any world record feels amazing, and especially to break one on this amazing race that made me feel like I was on top of the earth. But now, that was the best feeling of my life. Now, I feel like I've just been hit by a truck. I've lost my 2 medals, yet I've lost the support of my country, which hurts even more than losing my medals. Now I don't even feel like a Canadian anymore.
Do you think that by getting caught, there will be more people getting caught doping?
The whole world painted me as a loser, a cheater, but I wasn't alone when it came to doping. There were others. Everybody was doing it. People know this now, but back then, the media made me look like I was the only one who was cheating. It was hard. It tested me, but God gave me the strength to get through it. You can only cheat if no one else is doing it. I was aware of what other people were doing in the field. I just simply did better than them that day. I do believe that more people will get caught because everybody needs to gain an advantage over their opponent to win.
Who got you into using anabolic steroids and why did you take them?
My coach and a former great sprinter, Charlie Francis, took me under his wing and began a course for me in steroids in 1981. But I believing that I was the only way to compete in a sport riddled with drug use. He told me, a scrawny guy, that this was the only way to become great. I became a muscle-bound freak, and he told me that if I wanted to become the greatest Canadian sprinter of all time, I had to keep using these drugs. I believed everything he told me, and that was my mistake.
How did Canadians change? How did it you?
Everything had changed. I left for Seoul, a Canadian, but I returned a Jamaican-born man. I think it was racist the way I was spoken back then. It kind of hurts a little bit, but I deserved to be hated, yet not racially profiled. Nobody deserves that. They didn't give me the benefit of the doubt. They didn't protect me. And if this was any other country, the government would have come in and protected its athletes. Yet I didn't get any of it.
How has this defeat affected your career's reputation?
The hate I have been receiving has been endless. A fellow Canadian put a banner on my room saying "Hero to Zero" in 9.7 seconds. Everyone is hating on me, and all the newspapers are putting me on their cover with the headlines "Cheater." They're making it seem like I was the only one who is doping. But I hope when my suspension is lifted, I can return to becoming a great sprinter once again.
That's all the time we have today. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.